Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed for March the 3rd, 2023, as the Edmonton Oilers, for a second game in a row, were absolutely dominating. I don't know if this is a residual effect from the Ekholm trade, but I'm almost starting to think that we didn't just get Ekholm in the trade. We almost got like a switch. A defensive switch that just this whole team is starting to play the right way. A lot of good things to say. They got a little sloppy in the third period, I got to admit. It wasn't the perfect third period, as they let off the wheel a little bit. But the first two periods, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And one thing I've noticed, especially in those first two periods, plus the previous game against Toronto, is the shots on goal have been significantly diminished. Again, they did let off the pedal on the third period, which was not that great, but I'm pretty impressed with what I'm seeing so far since Ekholm has become an Edmonton Oiler. Nick Bjugstad, I was hoping would be playing tonight. I'm assuming he's going to play tomorrow in Winnipeg. Just to see what he brings, but he brings another defensive touch, another defensive element, so we might be in good shape here, guys. We might be really good shape. Like, judging what I've seen so far from this deadline, it's just too small. Well, I wouldn't say small. Like, Ekholm is a pretty big deal, but he didn't really plunge like some of the Eastern Conference teams. And I'm referring to Kenny, sorry, kind of lost my train of thought there. So Kenny did not plunge like some of the Eastern Conference teams like Toronto. Boston definitely bolstered. I wouldn't say they plunged, but they definitely bolstered. Like, that Eastern Conference is going to be wild to see this year in the playoffs. So, yeah, so Nick Bjugstad did not play tonight. Bouchard, I got to admit, what I saw out of Bouchard tonight, he looked very composed. He looked like he's picking up right off of where Tyson Barrie left off. You know, I think he's going to be okay. I think this team's going to be okay. And like I say, the presence of Ekholm, it just seems to turn the whole team into a defensive-minded team. So we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty impressed with the Edmonton Oilers as of late. And I have not too much to complain. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday night and enjoying the game that was. It was good. It was really good. Okay, let's get into the scoring summary, as it was a lot of Edmonton Oiler goals, as it started off at 2:06 on the power play from Leon Draisaitl. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Connor McDavid getting the assists. That was the only goal of the first period. In the second period, the Oilers exploded for 3 goals. It was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his 29th, unassisted. Kyler Yamamoto getting his 7th from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And that was his 47th point. I believe that is now his career year. Like, this is the highest total Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has achieved in his whole career. So he's having a hell of a year. Then Kyler Yamamoto scores again. This would have been his 8th from Klim Kostin and Brett Kulik. We have a 4-0 lead going into the third period. In the third period, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, again, on the power play, just an amazing night for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He's going to be obviously talked about a little bit later in this broadcast, and I think you know what I'm referring to. From Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Again, the Oilers let off a little bit off the pedal. I was hoping Stewie could get his first shutout of the year, but unfortunately, Axel Johansson, I'm trying to read that last. I am so bad at these names. Faljapi, I don't know. I don't know how that's pronounced. I'm not even going to try it. From David Gustafson and Saku. Man, I am bad at the pronunciations. I'm not even going to try it. Anyway, Winnipeg score. And it is now, what would that be? That'd be 1-2. That'd be 5-1. Leon Draisaitl makes it 6-1 with his 36 from Connor McDavid and Kyler Yamamoto. A hell of a night for Kyler Yamamoto. Going to give him a special mention. Then Mark Sheffley scores on a power play from Nino Niederreiter, and then it was Brendan Dillon. The final of this game was 6-3 for the Edmonton Oilers. It was definitely, I think, a little bit more one-sided than what the 6-3 score indicates. However, the Edmonton Oilers did kind of let off the pedal in the third period a little bit. As far as the standings go, the Edmonton Oilers still are now with the number one wild card spot. They never were able to jump up. They are tied with Seattle, but unfortunately, because Seattle has what I guess they have less games played, 62, and the Oilers have 63. Yeah, so that's why Seattle takes the third place position in the standings. But yeah, I am not complaining about the way the Oilers are playing. Just an excellent effort. This team, I think, needed this defense. They needed all this. I'm almost thinking this is the perfect trade of what happened, what we've seen in the past week with Ken Holland. I know everyone wanted Erik Karlsson. Everyone wanted Patrick Kane. Sure, they would be nice additions, but would they have really, really helped us out the way Mattias Ekholm is helping us out? Like I said, we didn't just get a player. We got like almost like a switch. Everyone seems to be playing a lot better defensively so far in the first two games. Now, am I being premature? Maybe I am. But I'm telling you right now, I like what the Edmonton Oilers have been doing. It's just amazing.
The McGillis just scores! The Edmonton Oilers have tied the game!
Here are your Edmonton Oilers X Factors for tonight.
Right, once again, I jumped the gun on the X Factor. I seem to always do that. I seem to not get my timing right, though. When I'm doing the standings, the next scene is the X Factor scene. However, that being said, I will jump into the X Factor. I got a lot of stuff here loaded up on my screen because I'm also doing the thing for Sammy tomorrow, so just bear with me here. But my X Factors is definitely going to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins tonight. 2 goals, 2 assists, career night performance, +3. Amazing effort on his part. I was hoping, like going into the third period, I was divided between Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. I was also divided between Stuart Skinner because he was still holding that shutout. And I was also divided with Kyler Yamamoto because he was on the verge of getting the hat-trick goal. So I was like, where do I go with this X Factor? However, 2 out of the 3 didn't happen, and it made the decision at the end of the night very easy to give it to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for his efforts tonight. All right, guys. So this brings us to the next 10 games. They play the Winnipeg Jets again tomorrow night. It is a rematch. Now you can see that things were starting to kind of fuel up today. We'll see if that carries over to tomorrow. But towards that end of that third period, it was getting a little chippy and a little rough. We'll see what happens. This is basically the beginning of a bit of a road trip here, a 4-game road trip, as they take on Winnipeg, Buffalo, Boston, and Toronto, and then come back home for the Senators and Stars. Go out to Seattle and then come home for 3. So we will see what they can pull off here. But I'm starting to feel very comfortable now. I was a little on edge on how this team is going to make out in the next little while, but this team is starting to prove to me, and I think to you guys too, that with these trades, I think we are in good shape. And that's about all I got. I'm going to just check in on your comments here and see, and then maybe respond to a couple. It looks like I do have a couple comments here. So James Smith, Connor McDavid is originally from the planet Orange and Purple Ring. Okay. Yeah. Oh, James Smith. Okay, so James Smith is actually the guy who wrote in to me, because he also has a second comment here, stating that he thinks he'll get 65 goals and 165 points. James, I'm with you, man. For me to even doubt it, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed for me to even doubt it, James. Yeah, Connor McDavid is out of this freaking world. Let's just put it this way. Out of this freaking world. He deserves so much respect, and I don't even give him the respect on my X Factors all the time because it's just so normal for him to do 3 points, 4-point nights. This is ridiculous what we are witnessing out of Connor McDavid, you guys. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I don't know, maybe I was too young to realize it when I was watching Gretzky and Messi and all that kind of stuff, but holy smokes. Yeah, what we are witnessing, guys, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, guys, so tomorrow morning I am going to be doing a special episode, and it's NHL related. It's not Oiler related. Me and Sammy are going to be live at 11 PST, 12 Mountain Standard Time, breaking down what happened over the course of, since January 30th, since Bo Horvat was traded. There's been 58 trades. We're not going to cover all 58, obviously, but we are going to cover, I think, 15 or 16 of the more significant trades that happened through that time span, including Bo Horvat, Patrick Kane, the Oiler trades, and all that. So come and join us. Pipe in. Give us your comments. Who you think won trades, who you think you lost trades. I'm more than happy to hear from you guys. And as always, for those of you that are witnessing this for the very first time, feel free to hit like, share, and subscribe if you like the content I bring. And for the rest of you guys, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will see you tomorrow afternoon. You have a great night.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been